2012 Women's World Cup. The first women's quarterfinal between Liujiavsrilu쉬웬 and Liu쉬웬 is going to take place. And we're very happy to give you a live coverage starting from today. We have 2-day live coverage from Guangzhou, one of the most interesting cities in Hubei province in the central part of China. And I'm Wang Dong once again. Liu쉬웬, who actually went to London to be part of the Olympics, even though she was not an active player there. She was with the Chinese squad. Today, she is, shoulder the responsibility and trying to really defend the honor of the Chinese powerhouse women's team in Guangzhou here. Now she's going to take on Austria's Liujiavsrilu쉬웬, who originally came from Beijing as a player from that local area. Liu쉬웬, currently ranked number 3 in the world, is in terrific form before coming here. She actually finished as runner-up in the Suzhou China Open. All right, the first game is going to be underway with Liujiavsrilu쉬웬 serving first. Very aggressive start from Liu쉬웬 already. Good reading of the opponent's service. Let's check out Liu. We're talking about the other Liu. Liujiavsrilu쉬wen's second serve. Short one. Liu was not quite there with her footwork. Didn't adjust the body that well to turn around. One apiece. Both players are not shy about long rallies, especially quick and speedy rallies from both sides. What a beauty right there. Ripping the opponent's defense completely. Quite an acute angle right there created by Liu쉬웬. Had a tough time reading Liu쉬웬's topspin here. Again, Liu쉬웬 is using her agility to maneuver her opponent from both sides with wide angles involved. Quite a good start for Liu쉬웬 right now. (5-2). A 3-point cushion there created by Liu쉬웬. Being viewed as one of the top European players from Austria right now, or at least she represents Austria. She's been around for quite a while, especially on different big occasions. Using a third-ball attacking style to give herself some opportunity to score. Liujiavsrilu쉬웬 made it happen. A 1-point game here. 4-5. simply beautiful from Liu쉬웬 there. Again, totally outmaneuvering her opponent with two wide angles right there with her top spin forehand. Diagonally cross court. No answer from Liujia. That's the middle part of the game. Very important, crucial. Normally European players would say that in this part of the game, at this stage, Chinese players tend to pull away very quickly. And watch out, Liu쉬웬 is exactly doing it with one more serve to go. Again, this 3-point cushion created by her. Yes, the sudden acceleration of her speed, a top spin there, parallel right to Liujia's forehand. Liujia was trying hard to dictate Liu쉬웬's backhand by locking her in that position, and it worked. So far, you don't see Liujia serving long balls at all. It's always going to be a short service, short service. The placement is everything on the table. Again, a short one, sudden attack. Yes, it worked for Liujia. Not to give Liu쉬웬 a chance to use her top spin so quickly and effectively, and it worked. Again, when you have a chance for Liu쉬웬 like that, she could just turn around to make things happen with her top spin there, forehand. Right down the middle. Game point for Liu쉬웬. So far, the first game is heading in favor of Liu쉬웬. There you go. She didn't even squander one game point. 11-6. Liu쉬웬 just got a first one under her belt without too much trouble. We take a short break. Welcome back to the live coverage of the Volkswagen 2012 Women's World Cup. The 2009 World Cup champion Liu쉬웬 taking on Austria's Liujia in red. Liu쉬웬 took the first game 11-6 without too many problems. Wow, the variation of her serve actually works beautifully there. Short serve, long serve. This is a speedy long one there, and it worked very well. And it cost Liujia a point. A good start again for Liu쉬웬. Good defense there. Blocking back very, very easily with good anticipation from Liu쉬웬. A dream start for her in the second game. Totally dictating the situation right now at the beginning stage of the second game. Liu쉬웬, who was quite dejected for not being able to be chosen for the Chinese squad for the Olympics, is trying to make her presence felt here, especially after the fact that she won this tournament in 2009. And for her to get this done is really her, so to speak, responsibility, quote unquote. That's the word she used. 2009, she did it in Guangzhou, her second hometown, by defeating Guo Yue in the final. Oh, she was there again, trying to place it to an acute angle with a short one diagonally across the just sent the ball too long there. What a beauty there with her backhand flip. The flick was so strong and all of a sudden it happened. Full of force. 2-5. Liujia. What an angle created again by Liu쉬웬. Good reading of the opponent's serve right there. No problem whatsoever. Now we mentioned that in 2009, Liu쉬웬 defeated her teammate Guo Yue by capturing the title of the World Cup. And speaking of Guo Yue, and she was supposed to be here to play out as well in this tournament. However, during her practice in Huangshi a few days ago, she suffered a little bit from her neck injury. As a result, she pulled out at the last minute before the tournament kicked off yesterday. Hence, Liu쉬웬 now is trying to safeguard the honor earned by the Chinese women. So with all the years of the World Cup by herself here, she is basically alone by herself.
3-8.
I need to mention one thing, that starting from 1996, when the first World Cup of the women's started up to this point, for the past 15 World Cup tournaments, China so far has never let this honor be taken by any other players from any other countries. Deng Yaping won the first one, followed by Wang Nan, who won a couple of times, actually specifically 4 times in a 4 times. And Zhang Yining also won this title 4 times. Now let's see if Liu쉬웬 can get through this hurdle here ahead of her. Game point again. Right down the middle. It's a close body shot to Liu쉬웬. Credit to Liujia, who still doesn't want to give up at all. Although Liu쉬웬 still has 6 game points here. Yes, indeed. Totally wrong-footed. Liujia easily taken the second game, 11-4. Liu쉬웬 is leading 2-0 in this best of 4 in the first quarterfinal. Correction here in the best of 7. So let's see if Liu쉬웬 can hang on and continue to lead in the first women's quarterfinal. We'll be back right after this. All right, in the best of 7, first women's World Cup quarterfinal, Liujia is facing an insurmountable almost opponent here. Liu쉬웬, ranked number 3 in the world. Liu쉬웬 reads so well, acting just like a war there, blocking her opponent's attacks there. So far, so good. That's Liujia's coach from Austria. a beauty there. Long rallies going on. Liu Jia just a couple of hours ago lost to Shen Yanwei in the last group match. Is trying to bounce back. Now 16 players are divided into 4 groups to play out in their group matches, although thanks to the last minute pull-out or withdrawal from Goyue, Group C only got 3 players, and the top 2 of each individual group advanced or have advanced to the quarterfinals. This is the first quarterfinal between Liu쉬웬, who actually got 3 victories under her belt in the group matches, and Liu Jia from another group, and she is also in the quarterfinal, of course. Liu Jia knows that her accuracy is not there yet. Beautiful topspin right there. Shiwen is not far away from the table, however, she is never intimidated by her opponent at all. And she doesn't mind being a little bit away from the table. That's just simply too beautiful there. Shiwen herself smiled, totally outmaneuvering her opponent, giving Liu Jia no chance whatsoever. Difficult for Liu Jia to read the opponent's game. Sudden attack or a sudden star change of the service there from Liu Jia. It didn't work though. Shiwen was well prepared. Short one again. Simply too good from Liu Jia. From Liu쉬웬 rather. We've got 2 Lius here. This is Liu Jia's 7th appearance in the Women's World Cup.
8-3.
It would appear to be a little bit one-sided here so far. Liu쉬웬 enjoying a comfortable lead in the 3rd game. Beautiful. Well covering her forehand there from Liu쉬웬. No problem whatsoever. Really outside in, getting the ball onto the table with her top hand, with her top spin right there from her forehand.
Left.
Three 9.
3-10.
7 game points here in the 3rd game. Shiwen taking a commanding lead.
10-4.
A little bit loose there, sending the ball to the net. Still 6 game points in hand.
11-4.
Well retrieved by Liu쉬웬 right there with her backhand, blocking back, and she got it again. So far she's taken 3 games in a row. 11-4 in the 3rd one.
来自奥地利的选手刘佳呢，是一位祖籍北京的姑娘，她的历史战绩也是非常的辉煌，在04年的巴西公开赛当中是获得女单的冠军，美国公开赛是获得女双的亚军，克罗地亚埃及公开赛女单的亚军，并且在当年的欧洲12强赛当中是获得女单的第3名。 来看双方第4局的比赛。
Liu쉬웬 took a lap off.
All right, welcome back. The fourth game between Liu쉬웬 and Liujia has just got underway,
Lap off.
with Liu쉬웬 leading very comfortably 3-1, 3-0 rather,
Left.
for the first 3 sets, 4 games.
One lap.
And China selected Liu쉬웬 and Goya this time to be in the World Cup. As I mentioned, the latter, due to her neck injury, decided to pull out. So Liu쉬웬 is the only Chinese player representing the country to be here as the host nation player. So she feels that she does have some pressure. Although Huangshi, the city itself, is not exactly a strange place to her, as she mentioned before. This traditionally famous Chinese table tennis training center or base is where she grew up in the past when she was the youth squad team member. She trained herself, she actually got trained here. And later on, Singapore's Feng Tianwei will also show up to play in her quarterfinal, and she also got trained in the past as a Chinese youth member in Huangshi. Now, I need to mention that Huangshi is a city of 2 million people living here. In Chinese, Huangshi means yellow stone. It's a city famous for its bronze culture
1-5.
and also mineral stones. And it's a city in the southeastern part of Hubei province in central China. I would like to explain more about this training center to you as time goes by.
2-5.
A good forehand smash there from Liujia, earning her second point in the fourth game. High toss. Well covered by Liu쉬웬. Immediately adjusting her footwork there with a topspin forehand, and it worked again. Once the 2 players got to the rally stage, Liu쉬웬 quite often takes the upper hand. And sure enough, she's got a 5-point cushion here, only 4 points away from winning her spot in the semi-final of this event. Business as usual for Liu쉬웬. Her backhand flicking or backhand topspin there, full of rotation and spin, also is a killer. Credit to Liujia, who is still fighting very hard, yet Liu쉬웬 is simply too good. And that would do it for Liu쉬웬, 11-2. Unfortunately, it's 11-2 one-sided. However, Liu쉬웬 has shown us that she is in terrific form by trouncing her opponent 4-0 to be the first one to get into the semi-finals of the Volkswagen 2012 Women's World Cup in Huangshi. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with the second quarterfinal between Feng Tianwei of Singapore and her teammate Yu Mengyu. See you in a bit.